The Directorate General of Foreign Trade, DGFT, has recently implemented significant changes to the policy governing the export of drones/UAVs from India. With the aim of promoting the export of high-tech items for civilian end uses, the DGFT has simplified and liberalized the regulations surrounding drone exports. What is DGFT? DGFT stands for the Directorate General of Foreign Trade. It is an agency of the Government of India that operates under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. The DGFT is responsible for implementing and formulating policies related to India's foreign trade. Its main objective is to promote and facilitate exports from India, regulate imports, and enhance the overall competitiveness of the country's trade sector. The DGFT plays a crucial role in the formulation and implementation of India's foreign trade policies. It acts as a liaison between the government and the exporting and importing communities. The agency formulates various policies, procedures, and guidelines related to foreign trade, such as export-import regulations, trade promotion measures, export promotion schemes, and import-export codes. Some of the key functions performed by the DGFT include 1. Formulation and implementation of foreign trade policies. The DGFT formulates and implements policies related to exports and imports, aiming to boost India's international trade. 2. Regulation of exports and imports. The agency regulates the export and import of goods and services through various licensing and registration processes. It issues Importer-Exporter Code, IEC, numbers to businesses engaged in international trade. 3. Export promotion schemes. The DGFT designs and administers various export promotion schemes to encourage exports from India. These schemes provide incentives, benefits, and concessions to exporters, promoting their competitiveness in global markets. 4. Trade data and statistics. The DGFT collects and analyzes trade-related data and statistics. This information helps in monitoring and evaluating India's foreign trade performance, identifying trends, and formulating appropriate policies. 5. Dispute resolution. The DGFT assists in resolving disputes related to foreign trade, including issues concerning imports, exports, or trade policies. It provides a mechanism for businesses to address their grievances and seek resolution. Overall, the DGFT plays a significant role in facilitating India's foreign trade, promoting exports, and ensuring compliance with international trade regulations. Simplifying export policies. Previously, drones fell under the restrictive category 5B of the SCOMET list, which regulates items with dual-use potential in both civilian and military applications. Exporters were required to obtain a SCOMET license, which posed challenges, especially for drones with limited capabilities meant solely for civilian use. What is SCOMET list? The SCOMET list refers to the special chemicals, organisms, materials, equipment, and technologies list. It is a list of items and technologies that are subject to export controls in India. The SCOMET list is maintained by the Government of India's Directorate General of Foreign Trade, DGFT, under the Foreign Trade Policy. The SCOMET list is designed to regulate the export, import, and transfer of strategic goods and technologies that have potential dual-use applications. Dual-use items are those that can be used for both civilian and military purposes or can contribute to the development of weapons of mass destruction, WMDs. The SCOMET list categorizes items into several groups based on their sensitivity, with each group having specific export control requirements. The list covers a wide range of goods, including chemicals, biological agents, materials, equipment, technologies, software, and related documentation. The objective of the SCOMET list is to prevent the proliferation of sensitive items and technologies that could be used in activities such as nuclear, chemical, or biological weapons development. It helps the government regulate and monitor the export and import of such items, ensuring compliance with international non-proliferation obligations and national security interests. Exporters and importers in India are required to obtain licenses or permissions from the DGFT for the export or import of items listed under SCOMET. The licensing process involves an evaluation of the end user, and the potential for diversion or misuse of the items. Strict controls are in place to ensure that sensitive technologies and materials do not fall into the wrong hands. It is important for businesses and individuals involved in international trade in India to be aware of the SCOMET list and comply with the export control regulations associated with it. Non-compliance can result in penalties, legal consequences, and reputational damage. Therefore, it is advisable to consult the DGFT or seek professional advice to ensure compliance with the SCOMET regulations when dealing with items on the list. Introducing General Authorization for Export of Drones, GAED. To address these challenges, the DGFT introduced the General Authorization for Export of Drones, GAED. Drones meeting specific criteria are now eligible for this authorization, simplifying the export process. The criteria include a range equal to or less than 25 kilometers, a payload of not more than 25 kilograms, excluding software and technology, and a clear purpose for civilian end use. Benefits for the drone industry. The policy change is expected to bring significant benefits to the drone industry in India. By eliminating the need for SCOMET licenses for each export shipment, compliance requirements are reduced, streamlining the process for exporters. This change aims to position India as a global manufacturing hub for drones, fostering innovation and economic growth within the industry. Validity and procedural details. The GAED authorization grants a one-time general license valid for 3 years. This means that drone manufacturers and exporters with GAED authorization no longer need to apply for a SCOMET license for each export shipment within the 3-year validity period. Detailed procedures and guidelines for GAED can be found on the DGFT website, specifically in the DGFT Public Notice Number 19.